Is it really a conspiracy if the same person keeps benefiting off the same kind of tragedy over and over?
Why the judge has denied bail for Sean Diddy Combs. Of course, this was the hip-hop mogul's latest bid for freedom as he remains in federal jail for his racketeering and sex trafficking case.
Could Sean Diddy Combs, once the king of music, parties, and wealth, now be facing something worse than life behind bars? From whispers about contracting a fatal illness like HIV to allegations of prison assaults, Diddy's time at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn seems to grow darker by the day. What's really happening behind those prison walls, and why are these rumors spreading so quickly?
I can't wait. I can't wait for everybody to find out what's really been going on in the background.
The most shocking claim? Diddy may have contracted HIV while in custody. Insiders report a dramatic decline in his health, marked by significant weight loss and a frail appearance that stunned onlookers at recent court hearings. While no official medical reports confirm this, the speculation is fueled by those who've witnessed his transformation firsthand.
Just incredible. And, it brings into context our whole system of innocent until proven guilty. Why is he not being given bond? We can debate that all day long. Of all people that's unlikely to flee or get away, he's got the resources to flee, but he's so recognizable. And isn't he innocent until proven guilty? Well, yeah, but, we have to recognize there are degrees of innocence.
How could this happen? Rumors suggest Diddy has faced violent assaults behind bars due to his celebrity status, making him a target at the notorious Metropolitan Detention Center. Some even speculate these incidents could be linked to his rumored illness. Though no concrete evidence exists, the allegations are enough to keep people buzzing.
It's just interesting to me that with all the money he has and all the resources he has, couldn't craft some solution that lets him be under some form of house arrest. And again, it sounds like special treatment, but the truth of the matter is, to incarcerate somebody like him is expensive to all of us. We're taxpayers, and he's got to have unique situations. You can't put him in the general population where, everyone wants a piece of him and everyone wants to be his friend and everyone.
Diddy's current reality is brutal beyond health concerns. He reportedly lives in constant fear. Sources claim he's so paranoid about being attacked or poisoned that he avoids leaving his cell and refuses prison meals, surviving on commissary snacks. It paints a grim picture of life for the once untouchable music mogul.
They're going to try everything. They're going to try to transfer him. They're going to try to get him out. In a normal case where it's a high-profile person or a well-funded person, the prosecution and the judge is a little bit more concerned about wrongful prosecution because people that are mad that they're being arrested for a crime they didn't commit turn around and file for malicious prosecution.
Conspiracy theories are swirling, suggesting that authorities are keeping Diddy in harsh conditions to pressure him into cooperating. Some allege he holds valuable information about other powerful figures in the entertainment industry, raising questions about whether his treatment is part of a larger strategy.
Every jail is bad. Some jails are worse than others. And the problem, again, is if you move him, why is he getting special treatment? And maybe he's earned special treatment. Maybe what he's done, maybe he's given so much back to his fans and to the world and to charity that maybe there's a way that it plays out in the end. But again, to go into court and say this jail is bad, move him to another jail.
Despite his legal team's efforts, Diddy remains behind bars, denied bail due to fears of witness tampering. Critics argue his situation might be karmic justice for past allegations, while others see it as a harsh reminder of the prison system's inhumane conditions even for someone like Diddy.
Now, in more Diddy news, Diddy will be sued. And I say will be because nothing has been filed yet, by at least 120 people in the next 30 days.
Is Diddy really battling HIV, or are the rumors exaggerated gossip? Are the allegations of prison assaults true, or are they attempts to tarnish his image? And is the FBI using his incarceration as leverage, or is Diddy simply facing the consequences of his actions? This saga is far from over, and the truth will undoubtedly shake the industry.
It sounded crazy, like I said before. They said that 2,300 people reached out to the law firm, and out of the 2,300 people, I guess they decided to go with just a little over 100, which seems like it's they just put out the number and everybody's calling to see if they can get a check.
It's insane. It's insane. Now, again, he did say that nothing has been filed yet because he says he wants to make sure that they do their due diligence and get this right.
Diddy, once a titan of music and entertainment, now finds himself in a cell, facing legal and personal battles that feel surreal. How did it get this bad? And why does his downfall elicit a mix of fascination, pity, and satisfaction from the public?
Diddy would be throwing all his celebrity mates under the bus.
I mean, that could potentially be coming when it's time for court and when it's time for him to testify. But what we're seeing right now is how important public relations really are to Sean Combs. He's desperately trying to control the narrative behind bars, allowing his attorneys to do
Diddy's carefully crafted image is crumbling. Allegations of manipulation, intimidation, and mistreatment, once whispered in the shadows, are now pouring into the spotlight. For many, his fall from grace feels like long overdue justice.
In her civil lawsuit, Cassie said that she was the victim of abuse, assault, and at the hands of Diddy.
As Diddy's power fades, so too does his support. Industry insiders who once flocked to his side are now distancing themselves, with some viewing his downfall as karmic justice for years of alleged misconduct.
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes.
Yes.
The shopping thing is.
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of.
Not everyone is celebrating Diddy's downfall. Some former collaborators express heartbreak, acknowledging both his questionable actions and his role in lifting others to success. It's a tragic reminder of how power and influence can corrupt even the most promising figures.
And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home,
Okay.
at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participants in the video.
Diddy's scandal may spark a reckoning in the entertainment industry. Insiders fear his case could inspire others to come forward with similar allegations against powerful figures, potentially reshaping the landscape of celebrity culture.
If they did in fact occur, their argument is more than likely going to be that this activity was consensual, that this person was a willing participant, and not only that, but that these individuals assumed the risk of being present at those parties, of engaging and voluntarily engaging in this conduct of being in those spaces, consuming alcohol, and things of that nature.
For Diddy's alleged victims, this moment represents years of pain and control finally coming to light. While Diddy hasn't been convicted, the public's perception of his guilt is already reshaping the narrative.
You know, it's still pretty early in the proceedings. I think it's only been about a month or a month and a half since he's been arraigned and held in detention. And so the investigations are always going to be a continuous and ongoing process. I'm sure at this point there's been an exchange of discovery. And not only that, but I think there's been a gag order placed on the attorneys with information that they can and cannot share.
Diddy's downfall captivates the public, not just for its justice but its spectacle. From living in luxury to surviving in a prison cell, his Shakespearean fall highlights the stark contrast between his past and present.
And I understand that he has a shrink coming by his cell to see him several times a day. And now there's talk about putting him in, it's like a bubble. It's like a cell that has like a plexiglass wall in it where they have inmates watching you. That's actually their job, to keep an eye on the inmates that are on watch.
How is Diddy coping? Reports suggest he's trying to stay strong and prepare for his legal battle. But rumors of a serious illness raise the stakes, leaving questions about his future and legacy.
To the latest on the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs, this one has so many people talking, the disgraced music mogul facing federal racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking charges. Both the prosecution and defense teams are set to discuss the next phase of action following the indictment, as investigators work to determine potential co-conspirators. But how exactly did we get here?
Diddy's rise and fall reflect broader questions about the industry, culture, and complicity. How many people stayed silent or benefited from his success despite knowing the allegations? As his trial looms, one thing is certain: this story is far from over.